Hello everyone, Andy here again with another bass guitar review. Today I have the Squier 40th Anniversary Precision Bass Gold Edition. This is a beautiful bass. Let me give you a little look at that. You heard my little bass sample in the beginning. Doesn't really matter what I played, a bunch of garbage, but I just wanted you to be able to hear the sound of the bass. Just so you know, the recording, I'm just going straight in from the bass into a Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 audio interface, and then into the computer, and I'm using Audacity as my digital audio workstation, or DAW. There's no effect on the signal. I have not manipulated the signal at all. It's just bass straight in, so you can hear what the bass by itself sounds like. So take that for what it's worth. Let's get into the features here. We have it's obviously a black body. We have a gold anodized pickguard, which is a really nice feature. I think this is beautiful. We have it's a Fender designed Alnico split P-bass pickup. I'll get into how it sounds. I mean, you heard how it sounds with the sample. Of course, gold hardware. You just have your basic volume and tone, and then your input there on the front of the bass. Gold bridge. The body is NATO wood. Now I've seen it spelled different ways. Musician's Friend, who I purchased this from, spells it NATO. I thought that it was an alternative to alder, but that's wrong. It's actually considered, the other name for NATO is Eastern mahogany. And so I think it's an alternative to mahogany, which is interesting. I don't think I've ever owned an instrument that was mahogany. So anyhow, apparently it's a more sustainable wood, which is cool. The neck itself is going to be maple, and the fretboard is also different kind of wood. It's Indian laurel. I'm not familiar with Indian laurel. It looks to me similar to rosewood, just when you glance at it, but it is a little different, has a different grain. The neck is bound. You have these block pearloid inlays. Apparently these basses are sporting a genuine bone nut, which is really cool. I think it does help the sound. And then of course your headstock with your big writing. I love the big writing. I just think it looks cooler, classier. And then of course your gold tuning keys. I love this bass. I did not know if I was going to love it. It's always a big question mark, especially when you buy a budget instrument, because Squier, subsidiary of Fender, they are more budget instruments. But I got to tell you, I can't stop playing this thing. So I got a really good neck on this one. I haven't really touched the neck. I haven't adjusted the truss rod at all. All I've had to do is do a minor action adjustment, and the neck is straight. One other feature, these are narrow, tall frets. Fender's doing that on a lot of their basses. I'm not sure they're doing on all of them, but they are doing the narrow, tall on a lot of their instruments, and I think they're great. I really like them. But as I was saying, I can't put this thing down. I absolutely love this thing. Here's something I want to tell you. When these first came out, the 40th anniversary series, and I'm not sure if it was last year or it might have been 2 years ago, they were retailing for $5.99. Now that's a fairly expensive Squier bass, because they're more budget instruments. So $5.99, $600, that's a pretty good chunk. Well, when I bought my jazz bass 40th anniversary, which I will be featuring a video on that soon, a review, the jazz bass was $4.99, so it was a $100 discount through Musician's Friend. I'm not sponsored by them. I'm not promoting them. Just letting you know. So $4.99. So I thought that was a deal. So I bought the jazz bass, which I'll do a review on, like I said. But these, all of the 40th anniversary line right now, at least, I don't know if they are as of today, but in previous weeks, are actually on special for $389. So $389 for this, or any of the two jazz basses and the two precision basses that they offer, because they offer two different versions of each. $389. So I couldn't pass it up. Had to buy this. A little skeptical whether I'm going to get something of quality, but after after playing it, I can't believe how good it sounds. I really, really love this thing. I cannot tell you really any flaws with it at all. I mean, I can critique things like the tuning keys aren't super high quality. If this were going to be a bass workhorse where I was gigging a lot, these tuning keys maybe might need to be changed out, which is easy to do. You know, it's a simple bridge, but it's kind of, you know, vintage looking retro. I don't know if I would need to change the bridge. I do like beefy bridges, as I've stated in other videos, but honestly, I probably wouldn't change the bridge. I like the pickups, Fender and Alnico pickups. They seem to be really good. This thing is just beautiful. I can't say enough good things about it. I usually have a number of pretty serious critiques with basses, even high-end basses that I have, but I can't really say much of anything bad about this bass. It is beautiful, and it plays great. And there's no high frets. There's no neck issues. It's just great. I don't like the nickel strings. I've mentioned in other videos. I prefer stainless steel round wound strings like the Rotosound Swing 66 stainless steel strings, but this thing is beautiful. So you heard what it sounds like with the sound sample. I think it's great. I think it's definitely worth $389, and I may be buying another one, you know, one of the other ones very soon too, because it's just a great deal. So anyways, take that for what it's worth. Enjoy, and talk to you soon. Bye.